I mean, I have so many friends, and so many of you have been really, really generous. I mean, a couple of you, I'm sitting here saying, sir, would $25 million be appropriate? I said, I'll take it. You know, it doesn't take too many 25s to get it done. But a lot of you have been really fantastic. Ike, thank you very much. You were great.
If somebody hands you 25 million or more, you'd say thank you. Unless you're the president and they have, I don't know, federal contracts or they want more. Trump and his allies are pushing this narrative that the donors of Trump's ballroom are selfless patriots. He posted this: once demolition began. They're so long, these posts are so long. I'm pleased to announce that ground has been broken on the White House grounds to build the new, big, beautiful White House ballroom, completely separate from the White House itself. The East Wing is being fully modernized as part of this process and will be more beautiful than ever when it is complete. For more than 150 years, every president has dreamt about having a ballroom at the White House to accommodate people for grand parties, state visits, etc. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest, and I'm going to tell you why. When you start talking about the dreams of other men, how would you know? It's creepy, it's weird, it's gross. How would you know what other men are dreaming about? You won't be surprised to find out that these donors are not doing this out of the goodness of their hearts, but of high stakes business before the administration, ranging from billions in government contracts to federal investigations into their companies. They're currying favor. More than half of the companies that donated are facing or have recently faced federal enforcement actions tied to alleged wrongdoing that includes engaging in unfair labor practices, deceiving consumers, and harming the environment. The analysis focused on 36 corporate and individual donors the Trump administration has disclosed, plus 3 more that have since been publicly identified. Found the group has received $279 billion in government contracts over the past 5 years. They spent $1.6 billion in political contributions, lobbying fees during that time. The list contains heavyweights in the tech industry, financial, defense sectors, including Google, Comcast, Lockheed Martin. So they're doing the math, folks. $279 billion in government contracts, $1.6 billion in political contributions. What's the big deal? 3 companies named in the report: Lockheed Martin, NVIDIA, Microsoft responded to requests for the comment. The rest did not. None disclosed the amount they gave, although Trump said while hosting a thank you White House dinner for donors last month that some had offered as much as, we heard him say it, $25 million. Same critics who wrongly claiming there are conflicts of interest will complain if taxpayers were footing the bill, Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt said in a statement. The donors for the White House Ballroom project represent a wide array of great American companies and generous individuals, all of whom are contributing to make the people's house better for generations to come. Except if they're getting goodies from the government as a thank you for the donations, because that's corruption 101. And here's the thing. I don't know how much the ballroom really costs, and neither do you, Jackson. We don't know how much it really costs. Where's the money going? Where's the full transparency? Who's really going to pocket it? What about the contractors? What about the people performing the work? I mean, we know how this Trump guy works, this Trump family works. So who's to say how much? I mean, this is the 297 or 79 billion, forgive me, disclosed. But how are we to know how it's being accounted for? And if there's even more coming in? I don't even know why we found out who some of these donors were, okay? I suspect it's tied to leverage, further leverage, I should say. By naming them, perhaps the president can say, you know, I can always tell more if I need to, because nothing's gonna happen to me, but you're gonna look like fools. What do you think about this? I mean, it's corruption, right? It is corruption 101.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's corruption. It's no surprise that a bunch of really rich donors are getting something out of the ballroom being built, not just for the contributions they've made, but what that ballroom symbolizes. I mean, on the one hand, perhaps Trump is not going to try to leave in 2028. I mean, if he doesn't, then that's going to be no surprise whatsoever. He's trying to make himself comfortable as if he has all the time in the world left to live anyway. But narcissists never die, or at least they take forever to come around finally. I mean, we got a complete pay to play system. And this, I mean, Trump's second administration is the most corrupt in American history by far and away. People are being pardoned for a price. You know, people who are guilty of embezzlement and just straight up tax fraud are being let out of prison. Trump is right now talking about paying himself $230 million in taxpayer money from the Department of Justice because they had the nerve to hold him accountable for the things that he did. A man whose family has profited billions of dollars continues to do so with their crypto investments. It's just par for the course, and further symbolism of what Donald Trump is all about and what he represents to this country.
Yeah. And you're worried about the New York Attorney General, the Black woman, something about her niece and a house. And did she enrich herself a few $1,000s, which the evidence doesn't even support? Or Comey, who nobody likes anyway, but I mean, the guy's pretty straight arrow. Or the war hawk, Bolton. Okay, you're doing all of this. Talk about projection.